What is up, guys? So today we are gonna be looking at characters that you really need to stop upgrading right now. Now, these are characters that are completely useless, that shouldn't even be in the game. But if you're having fun with them, you can just use them. But this is just in general which characters are bad and you should not waste your time with. Now, the first character is probably the most obvious character, Primal Swamp Thing. Now there are several reasons why he's bad. The first thing is he's too slow to even use. Now I'm not sure if you have him. Most people probably do have him because of the unfortunate chances of him always appearing in your chest. Now he is a very slow character. You can't build any combo with him. It takes him like a year to get one hit done. Now the next reason he's useless is he is useless in raids. Now all these characters on this list is useless in raids, so there's nothing much to talk about there. His specials don't deal good damage. Sure they do something, like his special 2 does something, his special 3 does something, but they are all they don't do much damage as they should, and they take a very long time for the animation to be done. Therefore, the timer gets drained very quickly. Now, he is not a damage dealer and he is not a support character. Although he is a tank, he's an awful one. His passive is okay. It's not a good passive. It's definitely not a good passive. It's probably one of the worst. Now, his passive is that when he gets knocked out, he revives with a portion of his health. Now, so many characters do that. King of Atlantis Aquaman does that. Even the gold cyborg, what's that one called? Unbreakable cyborg. Yes, even they do that. And there's a lot of characters who regenerate health. So basically, reviving or knockout is useless. So that is why Primal Swamp Thing should not be upgraded. I currently have him at 5 stars. I did not upgrade him. I got him from the raid drops, which was the most unfortunate thing ever. Alright, Cheetah is next. Now, Cheetah is also useless in raids. She has an awful passive. Now, her passive is that she does armor pierce after the use of a special. Now, usually armor pierce is great, but the thing about Cheetah is her armor pierce usually lasts for a very short time. So when she does the special, obviously the opponent is knocked on the floor. So by the time the opponent comes up and the time that you can continue with your combos, the armor pierce cooldown is already gone. So that is her awful passive. Now specials, like I just said, have armor pierce but they don't do anything. Now we have to talk about Cheetah's range attack. Now most of the time people do range attacks to get away from the opponent. For example, Aquaman, when he does a range attack, he goes back and launches a trident. Superman, I think, uses his laser. Batman throws the batarangs. But the thing about Cheetah is, when you swipe back to do a range attack, her range attack is basically her jumping back towards the opponent. Now, not only is this completely useless because you're just gonna get even closer to the opponent, but it's also a waste of time. So these are why Cheetah should not be upgraded. Now we're going to take a look at another obvious bad character, and that is Dark Supergirl. Now she has a very bad passive, a very unnecessary passive. Whenever she tags in for any teammate, she lands an unblockable attack. So she basically jumps on the floor, hits the floor, and you kind of take damage which cannot be blocked. Now this is unnecessary. The first reason is because there's almost no need for you to be doing this, and it kind of disrupts your own combo, you know. Instead of just tagging in and continuing the combo, she kind of stops the combo. Now she is a damage dealer, but she's a very useless one. She's useless in raids as well, so she's mainly used for arena and champions arena, mostly for the defensive team in champions arena because she's gonna do absolutely nothing in your offensive team. She has an arena season which nobody asked for because no one is even going to use her. I mean, you can get her shards from the arena store. Why is there an arena season for her? The next character on this list is gonna be Firestorm. Now he is useless in rage, just like all the other characters. Now he does absolutely no damage at all. His basic attacks and his specials are useless, they don't do anything good. He's not a damage dealer or a support character or a tank. I mean, he's basically a support character, but he's just probably the worst one. And his passive is pointless. So basically, what his passive do it was like increase the resistance of dot damage for the whole team. Now that is very pointless. You don't need that at all. The next hero on this list is Blade Master Robin. Now he's an awful combo builder. Now I know what you might be thinking. His passive is literally a combo builder's passive. It's when the first hit he does on the combo meter, he gets a +7 on hits on the combo meter. Now that is good for the first hit, but after that it's just gonna be normal. It's gonna be average. There's no extra hits he's gonna be doing after that. It's just gonna be doing the same one hit every time. So he starts off with 7 and after that it's just normal 1. So it's basically pointless. He's useless in raids as well. He does no damage. His specials do a bit of damage, but not that much. His special 2 does have a chance to stun, but it's pointless. And so his passive is useless. The next characters on this list is Catwoman and Master Chief Catwoman. Now they are basically, one is gold, one is silver, but they are basically the same characters. Their playstyle is the same, everything is the same, they even look almost the same. They have the same specials. Now they are useless in raids. Their passive is useless. Where Master Chief, Catwoman, and Catwoman, even their passives are very similar. Where they are just used for operations. So they get like extra bonuses from the operations, which nobody even cares about. Now they are not a damage dealer, support character, or tank. By the way, Catwoman is a very fragile character. You do a little bit damage and she's gonna die instantly. So that's why both Catwoman and Master Chief Catwoman are useless in this game. So you should not waste your time upgrading them. The next character on this list is a very obvious one. Similar to Swamp Thing is Gorilla Grodd. Now just like Swamp Thing, he is very slow, incredibly slow. He is useless in raids. His specials are useless besides the special one, which is the reflective shield. And he has a very untrustworthy passive. If I'm not mistaken, his passive is when an opponent tries to tag out, he has a chance to bring them back in. Um, it's either this Gorilla Grodd or Telekinetic Gorilla Grodd, but I think they do the same thing. Besides, it's a very useless passive because there's only a chance to bring them back in and stun. So you're not going to be relying on that too much. Now the only thing people use him for is the Champions Arena defensive team, and that's when you can use his super shield because he's a very annoying character to fight against. So these are the reasons why Gorilla Grodd is a character that is not worth upgrading. So once again, we're just going to take a look at the characters that you should not upgrade. So we have Primal Swamp Thing because he is very slow and his specials don't do anything. Cheetah, she has an awful passive and her range attack is just the worst. Dark Supergirl, once again, terrible passive, damage dealer, which is completely useless, and has an arena season which nobody cares about. Firestorm because he does no damage at all, and his passive, which increases the dot resistance for a team, is basically useless. Blade Master Robin only good in the first hit of the combo. After that, it's just the same as any other character and does no damage with any of the specials. Both the Catwoman's only good in operations, other than that are practically useless. And Gorilla Grodd, the only good thing about him is the reflective shield, other than that he might as well not even exist. So if you guys like that video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't checked already, I've done a video where I rank the best legendary characters in the game and the best gold damage dealers. If you guys like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.